would always play music when she was getting ready to fight, which was cool. It was pop culture, popular music, which kind of get you down, like, yeah, rock and roll fighting time. Hi everybody, it's the Gringo Scott here today, bringing you another daily dose of movie reviews with life lessons. Today we're looking at the 2020 movie, live action movie, Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn. Be sure to subscribe for interesting movie themes, activities with life lessons. Now, let's get started. Let's check out Birds of Prey, the 2020 Harley Quinn.
Let's do this.
This general summary is from the internet. It's open season on Harley Quinn when her explosive breakup with the Joker puts a big fat target on her back. Unprotected and on the run, Quinn faces the wrath of narcissistic crime boss Black Mask and every other thug in the city. But things soon even out for Harley when she becomes unexpected allies with three deadly women: Huntress, Black Canary, and Renee Montoya. Detective Renee Montoya. And that about sums it up. Good job, internet guy. For me on this one, guys. This one popped out at the end of the movie for me. It is the theme of the enemy is my enemy is my friend. Having shared problems. My problem, if you have the same problem, we can be friends because of that. Maybe we're going to work on a solution together. You can form a support system in order to deal with this problem. For example, you have your 12-step programs. All of them are based around some kind of problem everyone's trying to resolve. You can see that problem as a enemy, sure, everyone's struggling with that, and then everyone has that desire to stop drinking or desire to quit using drugs or whatever the 12-step program is. And on that theme, everyone has the same enemy or same problem, and they found a common solution to deal with it. All that helps us build lives worth living. So work on just like at work. Who do you hang out with at work? Who are you hanging out with during break time? Or are you finding the person sitting around and complaining with them about the customers or complaining about the work all the time? There's those kind of friendships where you're bonding over the same enemy.
Complaining.
Or there's the focus on solution type of friends. I, in the past, and still can struggle, I can always find that
Complaining friend.
Where that's what we bond on. We bond on complaining all the time. And I swear to you, I end up saying stuff I shouldn't have said. Like, I'm like, why did I say that? It was kind of rude about that person. So there's negative versions of this as well as there's positive versions. I think it's important to find versions of this that are positive. People that focus on solution more than negative complaining. Not that I'm perfect, guys. I'm definitely not perfect. I struggle with that big time. But I try to do that. I try to find groups that are supporting. There's all these little things that we do in our lives that can add net gains to our life to be positive or negative to be negative. What am I adding net gains enough, or am I drowning myself in negative things all the time and then wondering,
why am I depressed and feel addicty?
When I try to find the most solution-oriented support group, solution-oriented friends, life gets a lot easier. And that's what I kind of got from this movie. That's my take on this, guys, but as with all advice I give, take what you want and leave the rest, guys, because
I ain't no boss or master here.
This movie, The Bad. I'm not sure if this is bad or not, guys, but I think it kind of fits this universe that Harley Quinn's in, the Batman universe of this genre of Batman, where it's kind of artsy, creative the way they do things. Fighting is more of a one-sided dance, beautiful choreographed and nicely done for sure, but there's a scene where Harley Quinn enters into an area with at least 100 armed people. Only armed with some kind of smoke weapon, I guess, that's going to, like, one-hit thing and supposedly knocks them in the chest and knocks them out. I don't know how you get knocked out, really. If something knocks you out by hitting you in the chest hard enough to knock you out cold, not get you up,
it's possible that you're dead.
But it's a one-hit thing, and she's taking her time and shooting and stuff. Now, keep in mind, everyone here is armed, more or less trained pretty well to use the gun. In fact, if anything, this group of people historically is known for overusing their guns, stereotypically at least. She walks her way through, gets what she wants, and takes over. And I was thinking, that's just not real. That's so dumb. She would have been shot many, many times over. I tend to be into the, let's be more realistic how it really would be kind of things in movies and such. A couple things may have occurred here. Art over reality. So they were into being art because it was really well done. It wasn't like cruddy done. It was really well done. So it's not because they didn't do A work, they just didn't seem to care or understand reality. I tend to think that they just didn't care and they want to do an art thing, an emotion thing, and they did that really well. So I'm not really knocking them as much for that, but just more of a beware that if you're into real realistic stuff, you're going to be kind of irritated by the situation. Now, another thing I want to point out on this that maybe you could see it as well, that I kind of did, this is all Harley Quinn's version of what happened. So maybe she's exaggerating or explaining it more in a flower pretty way. Could be, guys.
Get over it, accept it, and enjoy the art of it.
This is a mystery type story movie, so if you're not into mysteries, then you're not going to like the genre as much. I did like the mystery movie. Not a huge fan of them normally, but this one was nice. I appreciate the training wheels. They had Harley Quinn doing voiceover, telling us what was going on, and using flashbacks. So I wasn't lost, like who's this guy, who's that guy. They did pretty good holding my hand, but not too much hand holding to where I think someone who was into murder mysteries, who had that ability to follow stuff easier, would enjoy it as well. In summary, guys, I was put off at the very first part with the dumb art-like fighting action scenes. But I appreciated hard work, and I appreciated the creativity and the fun and the pacing, and they would always play music when she was getting ready to fight, which was cool. It was pop culture, popular music, which kind of get you down, like, yeah, rock and roll fighting time. They managed to use the flow of the dance of the fight, kind of like a musical score, to enhance the action or the attitude of the character, which is really cool, and I really appreciated that. So that was the cool thing about it. I mean, honestly. It was all epic and amazing feeling, so that makes more sense how that would all work. All this being said, I personally am not a huge fan of murder mystery movies. This will lower my opinion of this movie just because of that. So let's get to my rating, guys. That's why I'm giving Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn, 7 out of 10.
Peace, yeah, boy.